evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the WD Broadcasting Network for race number 1 of the 2024 Street Stock Showdown, presented to you by Leave the Pack iRacing League. We'll get the left side of your screen turned on. The scoring pylon, we're about halfway through qualifying. These guys have 1 lap to lay down their best qualifying time here at the Kern County Raceway Park. Brandon Elvis at the top of the board right now in the 54 machine. Still got a couple guys left to go. Good car count here tonight, 21 cars on the property here at Kern County. So going to be an exciting evening of racing. We'll try and see if we can get some onboard shots here. Looks like Jaden Russell in the 34 machine on track right now. Also going to go 9th in the 34. So we have 17 cars that have taken a time. Next to those is going to be Tyler Salva in the 72. Tyler Salva, the Alabama driver. Over 6 years of iRacing experience. We'll see what he can do on lap number 1. Turns 1 and 2. This camera angle really makes Kern County Speedway look like a big track. Half-mile oval. So not too big of a track, but definitely going to be some room for these street stocks to stretch their legs a little bit down the back straightaway. A lot of speed here at Kern. We'll see what Salva goes. Lap number 1, 14th quick with a 20.17. Just behind Brandon Briggs in the 2. 3 drivers remain to qualify. Chance Madrid in the 1 machine. His way out of turns 3 and 4. 8th quick for the 1. So inside the top 10 on his first qualifying effort, but is anybody going to have anything for the 54 machine of Brandon Elvis? We got about 30 seconds left to go here in qualifying before we send them racing. There is scheduled a B main, but I don't think we're going to have to use it. Maybe we will get to see some B feature action. As we got 6 seconds left in qualifying. 2 drivers not taking a time, or not completing a time. Cole Nixie, Ryman Castle, not able to put a lap in. So we will hop into the broadcast booth here and try and find looks like we will be having a last chance race. I don't know if these guys are going to be able to get this out quick, but nonetheless, going to grab a word from Brandon Elvis, our fast qualifier here this evening. Well, Brandon, we get out of the late model stocks and even out of your league, and I'm stuck talking to you in the broadcast booth. Fast qualifier. Heck
yeah, man.
Tonight. How you feeling?
Good, man. That thing turned really good in 1 and 2, so I knew I could hammer it through 3 and 4, and it sucked.
Yeah, these cars have a lot of center corner speed, compared to what I originally thought they were going to be. You can drive these cars in quite a bit and really use up a lot of throttle time even through the center corner. So it's going to be pretty exciting here tonight. What are some of your big keys to winning this race sitting from the pole or fast qualifier position?
Well, hopefully we get a good redraw here. Is it the top 6?
It is 6. This is a good chance for me to explain the invert while we're up here in the booth, but 6 plus a dice. So 6 and then plus, I'll tell you what I rolled. It was a 1. So the invert tonight will be 7. So you're going to be rolling off P7, Brandon. What do you think about that starting spot?
I don't like it. Nah, that's okay, man. We'll make the best of it. I think it'll be okay as long as we just stay out of trouble. Keep the tires underneath it. 50 laps. I think after about 20 laps, you're going to see who's got what, who can go to the front. So maybe we can get some quick passes done early and then kind of settle in and work our way towards the front.
Yeah, like you said, 50 laps, not the most time in the world to make passes, but inside the top 10, it could have been worse. Last week at Myrtle Beach, during the preseason race, we drew an 11, and that was only a 50 lapper. So I think you're sitting pretty in the 7th spot. You definitely got a lot of speed here in the 54. Who do you got to thank to help put you on the pole here tonight?
Yeah, man. Coleman Design, Barrios Performance, Chestnut Hill Restaurant right here in Myrtle Beach. Man, you for putting it on, and just shout out to my team. Hey, Coleman couldn't be here with us tonight. I know he's watching, and that's about it.
Alrighty, well, hopefully we can get this B main transferred through pretty quick. The pace car is making laps right now by himself, so that'd be a pretty miserable 20 laps to view. But regardless, congratulations on your quick time here tonight. That's going to be some bonus points, so you're already starting off with a points lead going into the race, first race of the evening. First race.
Hey, man, that sounds good.
Alrighty, good luck to you, Brandon.
Thanks, man.
Alrighty, folks. Brandon Elvis, driver of the number 54. I hope that we don't have to watch this pace car go around the track a bunch of times, but it's looking like that might be where we're at. We'll take a quick step away here on the WD Broadcasting Network so I can try and figure out why exactly the pace car is still going around, but we'll take one moment away, and then we'll be back for Green Flag Racing here in just a moment. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be back. I'm your host, Winston Deal. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Well, unfortunately, we weren't able to get skipped through this B feature session, but luckily everybody gonna advance through this one. So all 5 of the competitors on the left side of your screen you will be seeing later this evening in the feature. Right now, Mark Welch in the 99 machine, just turning some extra practice laps here. So shout out to Mark for getting the extra practice in here prior to the race going green. I know he got in here a little bit late, but luckily he's able to snag some practice before the green flag is dropped. Welch, driver out of Linden, Michigan. He's been on iRacing for 12 years. Sorry about the keyboard typing. Trying to get this thing set up. Got a really cool new thing for the stream, as you guys can see right there. It'll pop up with this car here in a second, but Mark Welch, Linden, Michigan, driver. 5 laps to go here in this B feature, so I've only got to improvise for another 5 laps until we're feature racing, but 12 years of iRacing experience is actually quite a bit, considering iRacing is only roughly 15 years old. That's maximum. So Mark Welch, one of the guys that's been there from the beginning. I joined in 2020, so that gives me 4 years of iRacing experience. This guy has been on there 3 times that amount. So Welch, no stranger to iRacing. I've seen this guy's name all over. If you want an iRacing paint that has a lot of character to it, Race 1 Wraps is your place to go. He's definitely got a unique style and one that draws a lot of attention. So that's what that car is right there, the 99 machine. So he'll come up and around turns 3 and 4 right here to see the popsicle sticks up in the air. 2 laps to go here in this sad little B feature slash practice session for Mark Welch. But I'm sure he's going to appreciate the extra practice, and all these other guys get a chance to cool off a little bit before the race. So during this next warm-up session, we're going to grab some interviews from some of the guys starting up in our top 5 starting positions. We will go over our grid here in just a moment, but first we'll pop up with our qualifying results here. I guess that's the practice results. We'll put the qualifying results up right there. Brandon Elvis, your fast qualifier with a 19.884. Brian Gravel going to be the 2nd place qualifier. Brady Cox, Christopher Smith, and Noah Comer rounding out your top 5. And you see the rest of the field right there. 18 cars putting in a lap time. So right now, as we're jumping around, we'll see if anybody is in Discord ready to make an appearance. We'll put the grid up on the left side of our screen as well for tonight's feature. I don't know if it'll show that just yet because the race session's not live, but we'll talk to Brady Cox, who's, well, we'll try to. I'll find somebody in Discord first. We'll go to Chris Smith, who I know is very excited about this league here tonight. Chris Smith, up in the broadcast booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Well, I know you're going to be an excited guy about tonight's race. You've been interested in this league from the beginning. We saw you last week in the practice race at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. You ended up finishing second in that event. I think you qualified relatively good, maybe in the 3rd spot, but that invert kind of set you back, but you were able to still work your way up into the 2nd spot. Similar kind of stance here tonight. We'll get the qualifying results back up so I can fact check myself here as to where exactly you qualified, but Yeah, 4th spot here tonight. 7 invert's going to roll you off 3rd. How you feel about your chances?
Yeah, man. Just really got to keep the tires on it. Once these tires slick off on this, it's pretty rough to drive. So just trying to maintain tire there at the end, stay out of trouble, see what we can do.
Alrighty, well, definitely going to be an exciting race, 50 laps. You're going to be starting in the top 5. Hopefully we can talk to you post-race. We wish you luck.
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. That was Chris Smith, driver of the number 80 machine. Now a word from our 2nd place qualifier. Brian Gravel up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir.
Well, a 2nd place qualifying effort here tonight, right behind your buddy Brandon Elvis. Just underneath the 10th, you guys are really close on times. You're going to be starting from the 6th spot due to that 7 invert. How do you feel about your chances coming into tonight's race?
I'm feeling pretty good. Just gotta try not to get in the throttle too hard. Car's kind of pushing tight off exit. Just hoping to be smooth and try to keep from knocking down the outside wall.
Yeah, the outside wall is definitely not going to be your friend. The exit of 2 is a little bit treacherous from my experience, so stay away from that one. But you guys are on the grid and about ready to go, so I'll let you get locked in and ready to go here. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks. That was a quick little string of interviews there, as we're going to go ahead and get our grid popped up so we can see where everybody is starting. On the pole, going to be the number 1 machine of Austin Godfrey, with the number 5 of Carter Hollingsworth to his outside. Row number 2 going to be Noah Comer in the 15, and Chris Smith in the 80 machine to his outside. Brady Cox going to roll off 5th with Brian Gravel up top in the 33 to his outside. Brandon Elvis, your fast qualifier, starting in that 7th spot after the invert with Chance Mandrick out to his outside. Travis Wright in the number 10 machine going to be rolling off 9th with Jaden Russell in the 34 to his outside. Back behind them, Ryan Hufford in the 83 machine going to be rolling off 11th with the 85 of Curtis Hedden rolling off 12th. Back behind them, rounding out the rest of your field, Caleb Thompson in the 13th spot in the number 04 with Brandon Briggs in the 2 to his outside starting 14th. Tyler Salva going to be rolling off 15th in the number 72 machine with the 222 of Jeremiah Woods Jr. rolling off 16th. And out back, Mark Welch in the 99 rolling off 17th with Kevin Prettyman in the 88 outside starting 18th. And your final couple rows are going to be Charles Miller, Cole Nixie, and Ryman Castle rounding out your field into the 6 car. So all bets are off here, folks. We are about to get going. Green flag racing here at the Kern County Raceway Park. And right now, if you are in the chat below, I want you to let me know who you're cheering for and who you want to win this race. All these guys go back and watch the stream later on throughout the week and even later on tonight. They would love to see your support in the chat. Let them know you're here. Lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car. And we are getting ready to go. Green flag racing, 50 laps, going to kick off the 2024 Street Stock Showdown for the iRacing Leave the Pack League. As they make their way into turns 3 and 4. It is in the hands of Austin Godfrey and Carter Hollingsworth. Through the restart zone, we are racing in the Leave the Pack 2024 Street Stock Showdown. Up and out of turns 3 and 4. Austin Godfrey going to be the leader of lap number 1. Back behind him, Carter Hollingsworth trying to make the outside lane work here early on with Billy Homer down low. Looks like Chris Smith trying to make the top side work as well. Into turns 3 and 4 for a second time. Everybody doing a good job, keeping their grounds, giving enough space. Leader of lap number 2, once again going to be Austin Godfrey in the 1. everybody good racing throughout the field. Chris Smith up on the outside of Noah Comer. That's the battle for the third spot. Nearly contact with the 76 of Brady Cox as well. As these continue to battle side by side, Carter Hollingsworth into 5, slowly closing up that gap to your race leader, Austin Godfrey. Ooh, somebody in the wall out back. I believe that was Jeremiah Woods Jr., sorry, Curtis Hedden in 85. Got into the wall out back. Looks like he's able to keep it going. Everybody holding their own here. We are 5 laps in, 45 to go on the line. This race is going to be short. Carter Hollingsworth all over the back bumper. The one machine looks inside, but Godfrey able to slam the door there. As they work into turns 1 and 2. One more time. The 15 of Comer sideways on the bottom. And he's going to blink out a little bit. Everybody able to recover. Brian Gravel in the 33 went up the racetrack there, losing a ton of ground. He's back to the 9th spot. But Comer got into turns 1 and 2 sideways underneath Chris Smith. Looks like he's going to recover, but loses that 3rd position. He's got Brady Cox to his outside right now, trying to get clear for the first time this race is the 15. Oh, into the wall goes the 15. Caution flag is out. Noah Comer around on the back straightaway. I missed what happened there, but we'll try and go back and see if we can maybe see what exactly happened there. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if there was contact or... Yeah, it looks like maybe contact with the 76 of Cox right here. Maybe one got off the wall. We'll get another angle at it, but you see the 15 up into the wall, nearly avoiding... Wow, Jaden Russell barely didn't get involved in that one right there. So we'll get another angle of this as well. But a big miss right there from Jaden Russell. Can't believe he was able to get on the binders right there in time. Follow along from the drone up top. Looks like Cox might have came off the wall just a little bit. Everybody doing a nice job getting out of the way and avoiding any further incident. But under caution for the first time here this season. Comer going to be scored back in the 17th spot. Doesn't look like he has too much damage. But definitely a lot of that track position he had early on is gone. So a couple cars down pit road. Brian Gravel, Brady Cox making their way into the pits. Not quite sure what for to be exactly. Maybe getting damage fixed. Potentially throwing some extra fuel in the back. Not quite sure. These guys are not allowed to get tires on pit road. 0 sets of tires in the pits. They got to be kind to this set of Hoosier tires that they've got strapped on right now. As the lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car, one more lap until we go green flag racing. Setting them back green with 49 laps to go. Sorry, 39 laps to go. Math was a little bit wrong right there. But once again, in the field of Austin Godfrey, Carter Hollingsworth, Christopher Smith, and Brandon Elvis, your top 4 through turns 3 and 4. To the line, we are back racing. Another good start for Austin Godfrey. He's going to be clear into turns 1 and 2. Here comes Chris Smith for the 2nd spot, though. Hollingsworth did not fire off good into turns 1 and 2, and now the 80 machine is going to have a shot down low. These two battle side by side through turns 3 and 4, dead even at the line. Given to Hollingsworth by a fender. Battling hard here for the 2nd spot. Fighting hard, getting every position that they can here early on. Godfrey, your race leader. Hollingsworth able to clear Chris Smith, and he's going for the race lead. He throws it in underneath the number 1 of Godfrey. Down the back straightaway they go. drag race. The one up top trying to keep the lead he's had. The 5 challenging for the race lead. Who's going to have it at the line? Hollingsworth up the track a little bit. Still the advantage goes to Godfrey. 15 laps in. Ooh, contact there. Godfrey up the racetrack. Here goes Hollingsworth. He's going to go to the race lead. Godfrey back to third. Austin Godfrey contact right there with Carter Hollingsworth. He got shuffled up the racetrack, lost the position for the lead. Also the second spot as well. Trying to regain the second position, still up top of Chris Smith in the 80. We'll see if he can recover. Further back in the field. Noah Comer battling with Tyler Salvin, the 72. So we got a big mess. Oh, Brandon Elvis, problems. Your fast qualifier into the turn 3 wall. Not quite sure what happened, but the green flag stays out. Not what you wanted to see for Brandon Elvis. Not quite sure what happened right there, but it looked like he cut a tire. Yeah, definitely no right front on the 54 machine. We will go back and see what happened in a second, but Jaden Russell in the 34 machine up to the 4th spot right here, working the back bumper of Austin Godfrey in the 1. Battles happening all over the top 8, all over the top 10. Ryman Castle up 14 spots from the green flag. 20 laps, 14 passes Ryman Castle has made. He's trying to continue it in the 6th machine. Doing a wonderful job. He's going to peek it underneath Caleb Thompson. Someone off the pace down low. Not quite sure who it was. Chance Mandrick in the 1 machine off the pace down pit road. Carter Hollingsworth is back up to the race lead. Chris Smith right on his back bumper. He's got a 2-car breakaway, and then Austin Godfrey trying desperately to hold off Jaden Russell in the 34 as we approach the halfway mark in this one. All over the back bumper of your 3rd place competitor, Austin Godfrey. Russell, one of the lone Camaros here this evening, trying to chase down all these Monte Carlos. Looks to have a fender inside. He's going to shove it in there. Jaden Russell in the 34, trying to get the 3rd spot here from Austin Godfrey. Runs up alongside right there, trying to get the bottom to work through 3 and 4. Like at the line, Godfrey going to be able to hang on for now. Russell going to drive in a little bit deeper right there, gets to the door. Still close right there for those 2 competitors. We got Travis Wright and Ryman Castle right behind them as well. Look back up front, your race leader Carter Hollingsworth has got a mirror full of Chris Smith in the 80. But right now he's got a windshield full of the cross flags, halfway in, halfway home. 25 laps to go for Carter Hollingsworth in the 5. Battle a little bit deeper in the field. Cole Dixie, Ryan Huffman battling for the final spot in the top 10. We've got Brandon Briggs ahead of them as well. Everybody trying to get every position that they can here. Competition pretty fierce here tonight. As we look back on the battle for the 3rd spot, back and forth, Jaden Russell trying to make the pass on Austin Godfrey in the 1. Travis Wright and Ryman Castle sit there in the catbird seat waiting for whichever line to go. Godfrey still able to keep the advantage on the top side of the 1. We'll see if Russell's got anything on the bottom. He gets a good drive right there. Just not able to carry the momentum down the back straightaway. Up front, still your race leader, Carter Hollingsworth, doing everything he needs to do to hold off. Chris Smith is back behind. Ooh, contact there. 3 wide for a moment. Godfrey up the racetrack and into the wall a little bit. He's going to be shuffled back, but Jaden Russell going to hang on to the 3rd spot. A couple big movers so far. Jaden Russell up 7, Ryman Castle up 16. A lot of shuffling going on throughout the top 10. Right now, Jaden Russell, your 3rd place runner. Just trying to track down the race leaders, Carter Hollingsworth and Christopher Smith. Only 1 caution flag so far. Everybody doing a good job of keeping their cars in the right direction. See your race leaders got a little bit of a gap to Jaden Russell. So back behind him, Jeremiah Woods up the racetrack. Not sure if there was contact there or what exactly happened, but things are getting scrappy outside of the top 10. Everybody fighting for every inch that they can get. So we're inside of 20 laps to go. Ticker up top for you guys. Right now, your race leader, Carter Hollingsworth, continuing to do a good job. As things start to get more spread out, he's under 20 laps to go. Chris Smith is right there, just ready to pounce if he makes a mistake. He hasn't yet. But will he within these next 17 laps? We will see. The back of the battle for the 3rd spot, Travis Wright right there on the back bumper. The 34, Jaden Russell. Russell doing a good job. Ryman Castle as well, also doing a good job. Right there in the 6 car. Elkhart, Indiana driver. Sitting in the 5th spot right now, trying to get a top 5 and hang on. By your camera right here. Everybody is starting to get spread out quite a bit. Ryan Hubbard, Austin Godfrey. This is the battle for the 7th spot. Godfrey up top in the 1, the 83 of Hufford down low. Nixie and Jeremiah Woods battle it out behind him. I saw 3 wide back there for a moment. Couple guys straggling out back here outside the top 10. But still up front, your race leader, Carter Hollingsworth, defending over Christopher Smith. But here comes a charge for the 3rd spot. Travis Wright underneath the 34 of Jaden Russell, trying to take away the 3rd spot. Right down low. Starting to really slide. Both of these guys, 10 laps to go here at Kern. Hollingsworth starting to open up that lead over Chris Smith in the 80 machine. A couple car lengths now, the difference between the two, 9 laps to go. The last thing that 5 machine wants to see is a yellow flag. For the 3rd spot, Wright gonna send it in one more time, nearly contact. Both drivers do a good job of giving each other room right there. Things getting pretty spicy here now for the 3rd spot, following right here with the drone camera. Down the back, Wright trying to look for every opportunity. Not quite able to drive up off the corner to make that pass. We're battling out here for the 13th spot. Kevin Prettyman, Tyler Salva, and Noah Comer have been having a pretty good battle back here. I've seen 3 wide a couple times. Still no yellow flag, 7 laps to go at the line. Sorry, 6 to go at the line. Brady Cox, Brandon Briggs battling for the 11th spot. They're going up the racetrack a little bit, nearly contact. But up front, the number 5 machine is starting to set sail a little bit. Carter Hollingsworth, the youngster. Carter Hollingsworth, the youngster out of Anderson, Indiana. 37 iRacing wins to his name. And he's going to add one right here in the Leave the Pack iRacing League Street Stock Showdown. If he can hang on for another 5 laps. Chris Smith in the 80 machine almost starting to fall out of view for the number 5. If you look back behind him, James Russell having a hard time hanging on with the Travis Wright machine. Battling right behind him. He's going to take a look inside one more time. Here comes Travis Wright trying to take away the 3rd spot. Ooh, nearly contact. There is contact. Wright going to bang off the door. Falls back in line. Lose a little bit of ground. Russell able to hang on to the position. But up front, Carter Hollingsworth down the back straightaway. Big gap now built up for the number 5. And out of turns 3 and 4, popsicle sticks are up in the air. 2 more laps around for the number 5 machine of Carter Hollingsworth. He's going to try to be the first driver to punch their name into the history books for the Leave the Pack iRacing League in the 2024 Street Stock Showdown. Through turns 3 and 4. He started from the 2nd spot, had a good battle with Austin Godfrey in the 1. There was a little bit of contact with those guys. Godfrey went up the racetrack. Hollingsworth went through to the lead. And he's now working his way down the back straightaway. He's got a 2.5 seconds over 2nd place, Chris Smith. Was my mic on? That whole time?
I could hear you talking.
Were you listening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who won?
Oh, they can still hear me talking. Nice. Alrighty, folks, we are back here on the WD Broadcasting Network, getting ready to wrap things up here at the Kern County Raceway Park. Going to grab a word from our third place finisher first, Jaden Russell up in the broadcast booth. Jaden, you started in the 10th spot, and you worked your way up slowly, and there at probably the halfway mark, you worked your way inside the top 5 and had a good battle with Travis Wright as well as Austin Godfrey there, and you ended up in the 3rd spot. How'd your race go?
I thought it went pretty good for the most part. We started 10th there, and I just was wanting to go easy on the beginning with tires and stuff here, especially because I wear easily. But that wreck happened there, and I took advantage of the spots, and then started on the inside, and then took advantage of when I think it was Godfrey and whoever else had gotten together on the backstretch there, and I think I had followed up into 4th and battled with Godfrey there, and I gave him the bumper there. I apologized to him, but I needed to make it happen, and me and Travis had a really good battle, so overall it was a pretty good night.
Yeah, a lot of hard racing there up through the top 5. Tell me what it's like to be able to race in there and keep it clean. You guys didn't wreck at all, really. One wreck this entire race, and other than that, it was just hard racing the whole time.
Yeah, it was just overall good racing, and it goes back to who you're racing with. Like Travis was really good competitor to race against. He was clean, and there's a couple times I didn't really give him much on the bottom, but he still kept it off me for the most part. We just battled hard.
Yeah, definitely a well put together battle there by you guys and the whole entire field as well. But 3rd place here tonight. Is there anybody that you have to thank to help get you on the podium here in race number 1?
Not too many people. I rarely get on this game anymore, but you for throwing this on. I know my grandpa's watching at home on your stream, so shout out to him, and that's about it.
Alrighty, well, you got good company in the audience, and congratulations to you on the 3rd place finish here tonight.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, that was your 3rd place finisher here tonight, Jaden Russell, picking up the podium in race number 1. Now to pick a word from our 2nd place finisher, Chris Smith, up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Alrighty, well, we talked to you earlier on before the race, started from that 4th spot. You were able to get into that 2nd spot. It looked like just a little bit tough to pass, and you're up on Hollingsworth's back bumper there for a minute, but maybe just ran out of tire there at the end to make that move.
Yeah, man, just ran out of tire, and I should have made the move a little bit earlier, but I was going to try to just see how his tires were doing, and apparently he saved a lot better than I did.
Yeah, tire saving is a mystery. Some people know it better than others. If anyone's seen my Twitch stream, WD Gaming Network, you know that I can't save tires. So don't ask me for any tips on it next week. But still a good result for you. 2nd place in the opening night. There was a lot of hard racing out there, and you were able to get into the 2nd spot. I feel like that's a pretty good accomplishment.
Yeah, man, I love these cars a lot. Makes good racing. A lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely a lot of good racing throughout the field here this evening. Is there anybody that you have to thank that helped get you into the 2nd spot here tonight?
Yeah, thanks my wife for letting me do this. Say hi to my dad. I know he's watching. All my friends I got watching. Elvis Coleman Racing, Dale Ogburn Motorsports, Chastain Law Firm, Barry Elvis Performance Fabrication, and Coastal Performance Setup Shop, and Coleman Designs for the sweet paint.
Alrighty, well, a good group of guys helping you out, and finish this evening in the 2nd place spot. Good start to your season, and we wish you luck going forward.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, folks, that was Chris Smith, your 2nd place finisher here tonight. And now to grab a man from the word of the hour, Carter Hollingsworth, your victory or your winner here tonight. How you feel after race 1?
Well, got up in the lead there. I was gonna try and ride around with the 1 car, but he obviously a little slower than what I am, and didn't mean to bump him out the way there. No, gonna apologize to him after this, but yeah, the car felt good. I was watching the stream there, and I really wasn't saving Tyra. I was giving her all her had. So
Yeah, definitely got to give it all you have, especially when there's somebody breathing right down your neck right there. But you did a great job keeping your composure and not making a mistake, glass smooth in the 5 here tonight. And you were able to keep Christopher Smith and many of those other guys that were charging at bay. But great result here in night number 1. There was some great racing. You were able to hang on right there. That sets you up for a good potential point season. Next week we go to the Bull Ring. How does that track differ from Kern, and how do you kind of adapt to that different driving style there?
Yeah, I think Kern's a lot bigger and more room. It's obviously going to be a lot more bumping and a lot more braking and stuff. So I think we'll be good. Hopefully we'll get to play the invert again. Obviously I wasn't trying to, but hopefully we'll get into that invert and hopefully do the same thing.
Alrighty, well, you had a great first race here this evening, picked up the victory. Is there anybody that you have to thank that helped put you on in victory lane here tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank my mom for letting me do all this, and just the guys on the car. I know I don't have a lot, and I also want to thank Liberty Speed Shop. I joined them a few days ago. They have awesome setups and great community.
Alrighty, well, congratulations to you, Carter, on your first victory of the season. We wish you luck going forward.
Oh, and I want to thank you for putting on the thing. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks, that was your race winner, Carter Hollingsworth. Gonna put up our points up on the screen. Actually, we'll give you guys a chance to look at the schedule going forward. Kern County this week, race winner was Carter Hollingsworth, and then going forward, we got the Bull Ring and IRP to look forward to, and Langley as well in the next 3 weeks. Off next week for the 4th of July holiday, but after that, we will be full-time every single week. So look forward to those upcoming races, but we'll try and get one last look at our point standings here if we can. There we go. Let's try and move this so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go, right there. Point standings. Carter Hollingsworth going to be your points leader, obviously. 5 points ahead of Chris Smith. Brandon Elvis right there in the 3rd spot, able to get the qualifying points. So that definitely helps. But we will think we're going to wrap it up at that. There's a couple of errors in these point standings I was looking at, but regardless, there's the schedule up on the screen. We thank you to everybody who tuned in here this evening, and we'll end it off with the results popping up so you guys can get it one last look. But regardless, thank you everybody who tuned in here this evening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. A lot of effort went into making sure the stream looked nice. There was a couple things that popped up when they shouldn't have, and a couple times the mic was on when it shouldn't have, but that'll be smoothed out throughout the season, and we look forward to putting on a good show for you guys. Hopefully everybody enjoyed race number 1. But regardless, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time at the Bull Ring. Peace.